Guys, Britto here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are for our Rags2Riches series here in Somerset Farms. Some of you might be thinking, what the hell happened? Well, we went back and had lunch with Mike, explained to him the situation. He said that the guy that was interested in purchasing the land had literally just rang maybe 10-15 minutes before we had lunch. He said he's still interested in the land and wanted to know what my plans were. I discussed with him my ideas and what I thought would be a good idea for us to be able to sell our tractor if we can get enough money to sell the land, and then purchase a new tractor or a new old tractor and some other land and do some forestry stuff. And he said 100% he agreed with it. Mike was pretty excited about the idea of us buying some land, cutting down some trees and making some money that way. And then being able to obviously buy his land earlier, because he's spoke to his daughter a few times and she sort of said, "Dad, why don't you just come and live with us," and all that sort of stuff. So Mike's plans are now he's gonna hopefully sell his land to us, his house and land and all that sort of stuff, and then once he's done that, it looks like he's gonna move to America and live with his daughter and grandkids. So it's going to be sad to see him go, but with his health issues and stuff like that, and everything, that's his plan. He just thinks that he hasn't seen his daughter for quite a long time, hasn't seen his grandkids for a long time either, so he thinks it's the best place for him to go. And I agree. Obviously, with this COVID-19 around and his sickness, he's going to have to wait a little while before he can fly to America, but that's his plans. So we managed to be able to sell our land, our tractor, managed to be able to purchase this land here, and also this tractor for a couple of $1,000s, just so we can at least get started. Oh, looks like one of the trees has already been cut down. And we've borrowed this trailer from the shop. The guy down at the shop said we're more than okay to borrow his trailer, as long as we can bring it back when he needs it. He said he hasn't got any orders for a few days, so should be right to keep it for a few days. So let's get started on getting some of these trees loaded up. Some trees cut down, trees loaded up, and hopefully making some decent money out of this entire field. Much easier if we had something to cut down the actual trees with, but oh well, it is what it is, I guess. Just gonna need to cut and then drag these guys over and throw them on the trailer. And it's quite long, isn't it, that one? That's fine. Doesn't matter if it hangs off the back, as long as we're using our blinkers on the main roads and stuff, which is one of the main things. Now let me put this log, big giant log, as far over here as we can. How's that? Maybe drag this bit back a little bit, like that. Throw a strap over it, that's probably going to help. Then again, it's going to strap this one too, isn't it? We need to sort of maybe take this one off, strap that one down, at least that'll give us something to work with. Oh. There we go. Come along and sort of get a rough idea of how long we need these. Probably not all going to be the same length, but just do our best. I don't know how many trees are actually going to fit on this thing. Got this thing about here somewhere. Probably only going to get like a handful of trees, maybe half a dozen trees or something. That's quite long actually. Oh, I don't know, that might be too long. We might get caught with that. To have potentially the police on our back for hanging over the end with our oversized load sticker on the back, which we don't have. Alright, I guess we'll get this one cut down next. Maybe the one behind it. So if we go 3 trees, and we'll see how we go with enough size, or enough room on the trailer, I should say. As you can see, we've got like $161 to our name, so we once were reasonably rich. Now we're extremely poor again. We've gone from Rags to semi-riches, back to Rags again. Oh, these are quite big trees too. Get all this trimmed down. Get it dragged over. These are some big trees. Let's cut these guys up a little bit. Hopefully that's not too long. Probably do look a bit long, don't they? Alright, lift this up, throw this on. Oop. How's that? No, that's not too long. It's about exactly the same size as the other one, so it worked out well. Right, try and get... I don't think that one's going to want to stay on there. Might only be 3 trees before we could have to go and unload it. Let's strap that down so we don't move them anymore. Let's cut this next one. Get this one loaded on as well. Oh, it seems like these trees are playing up with my sinuses again. Oh, definitely. Trees are playing up with my sinuses. Hay fever's going crazy. I think I muted before I sneezed that time. Oh, come on, get up on there. Get up on there. There we go. Right, strap that back down. See, we've got a little bit more room up there, but not a great deal. It's going to be 3 or 4 trees and we're going to be full. But depending on how much money we make, it should be pretty good. Alright, there we go. Let's start to throw these guys up and on again. Much easier if we had like a proper log trailer, but I don't think we have the ability to buy a log trailer in Somerset at the moment. I did talk to the guy at the shop about potentially finding one for us. He said he'll keep an eye and an ear out just in case something pops up, which will be perfect for what we need it for. But it's just play the waiting game now, I guess. See if something arises, because if he needs his trailer back in 2 or 3 days, then we're not going to have anything to be able to use. So we need to sort of buy our own trailer as soon as we can, if we can. There we go. That one's on. What am I thinking? Maybe one more. We're lucky. Might be able to fit one more on there. So 4 trees at a time. It's obviously going to take us quite a while, but it's going to be a decent amount of income. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this land either. Once we're finished and we walk away from it, it's one thing I didn't discuss with the guy that owned the land. Might have to give the council a quick call and see what their thoughts are. Do we need to replant trees before we can resell the land and move away from it, or can we just leave it as it is? Sort of thinking that they're going to make us replant it, which isn't a bad thing. Which really is something we should be doing anyway, to be honest. Like, you can't just go around cutting down trees and just leaving an empty bit of land behind, unless we wanted to turn it into farmland, which would be a different story. But I think we probably still need to get approval and stuff if we wanted to do that. So I guess I'm just going to have to, yeah, as I said, just have to go and ask the council guys and see what they say. Get these last 2 on, we should be able to. Oof. It's going to be quite full. This one's quite long too, hopefully it's not too long. No, it's not too long. Let's drop it down there. Maybe not. to get it up and whoa, 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 whoa. Sometimes you forget your own strength. Alright, there we go. Let's jump in our tractor. Strap them all down. Now, what's the quickest way to get to the sawmill? Let's have a look at the proper map. It might make it a bit easier. Can we go down through here? I can't remember if we can. I think we can. Let's have a look at the map itself. No, we can't. That's a bit of a shame. Is there a gate? The gate there. That goes down to there and then through there into the sawmill. But I think we're going to have to go back out and back through the farm. I think is going to be where we need to go. So, oops, we lost a log. We've lost a log. Right, how'd that go? Better. Alright, put our blinkers on. Oh, this is quite a heavy load. We need to cut down the length of our logs next time, I think. Might actually get a screenshot of this while we're here. This is absolutely crazy. Alright. That is crazy. Little tractor pulling along such a big load. Lucky it's a Ford, eh? Fords are very strong little tractors. So at least if we can make a few sales today, then we can actually look at upgrading our tractor, buy something bigger, more powerful, and hopefully getting a hold of a log trailer or something. Okay, that's sort of what I want to do, but I don't know if we're going to be able to find one. Let's head back out this way. It's certainly going to be hard as well. The log trailer, we're probably going to need a tractor which has a decent front loader attachment on it, which we can actually pick these logs up with. Load it onto a trailer properly, not doing it by hand. Now it's quite unrealistic and a lot of people probably won't be overly happy with it, but at this point in time it's the only thing we can do. I've got some pretty big muscles, if you didn't know. The old dad bod and big muscles, and the power comes from the beard. Right, so we head down this way. It's the only way we can go. We can head out to the road and be extra careful with our corners and with the other traffic, because we've got logs hanging off the back here like crazy, and I really don't want to get too much trouble if I can avoid it. It's going to be interesting to say the least to try and get down to here. No one coming that way. Oop, big truck. Might be able to get out in front of this guy. No, we won't test it. We won't even try it. Another car and another car. Come on. Gotta go for it. Let's go for it. Give him a quick wave. Sorry, mate. Oof, no, got through okay, luckily. Alright, so the tractor's doing alright. I thought he would struggle a little bit with this load on, but doing okay. Right, so we should be turning right up here somewhere. It's a huge amount of forest in here though, so that's another reason why I don't know if we're going to have to replant that land or not, because the amount of forest and stuff that's in here. Don't know if that's something that the council's going to say yes, you need to replant it, or no, because the amount of forest down here. Don't need to worry about that area back there, so I don't know. Guess we'll wait and see. I think I'd feel better if we replanted it. Whoop, there's a massive tree in the sky. Didn't see that. plenty of trees in here though. Alright, see if we can swing around here and sell these guys. I don't know if I actually have to go in here or not, but we've got enough room to drive in and drive back out, so should be okay. How much money are we going to make? 20,000, and they didn't even sell all of them. Ooh, how are we going to get them all sold then? I think we're still too far forward. Look at that. How much is that? About 30,000 by the time we're finished. That is crazy. We're going to make a huge amount of money out of this field. It's going to be a lot of work, but they're going to make a huge amount, which is going to be great. I think we'll just head back and maybe get another load, load it up and come back down. So that was 4 trees I think we did. Head back, grab another 4 trees and bring it back and see how much money we can make. Definitely the first thing I want to do is get rid of this old Ford tractor. Certainly want to upgrade to something with a bit more power. I definitely want to try and find a proper log trailer. This thing just isn't what we really need. I mean, we're lucky that the store's allowing us to borrow it, but it's not what we need to get the job done properly. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what sort of happens, what the store can come back to us with, what they can find. I did hear from the store owner though. He said he's potentially got some Massey Fergusons getting delivered soon, so might take a look at those and see what he gets in and see what's worth buying and what's not worth buying. Just need something cheap, but something with a lot of power. Something that's good with a front loader attachment and that sort of stuff. So just gonna have to wait and see what he comes back with. Still beautiful land around here, isn't it? It really is. Alright, look at all those trees. We cut down 4 trees and made 30 grand. How many trees are in there? About $1 million worth. Literally going to take us forever to get through all this. We're eventually going to have to save up some money, potentially buy a proper, logging machine and a truck and trailer and get all these cut down. I know that's going to cost us probably $500,000 or something, but by the time we get through all that and then resell what we don't need anymore, we should be rich. It's a huge area, but I think we should come back through and replant it. I'd like to come back through and recultivate the ground and come back through and replant and that sort of stuff. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but I think that's what we should really be doing. I don't want to be leaving it just completely empty. Unless the local council has another idea. I don't know. I don't know what their idea would be, but I've got another idea for building something up here. Maybe a new sell point or something. Only got the one sell point on that map, so potentially we could discuss that with them and see what their sort of thoughts are. I do know there's I think it's a Graz land trade company that is trying to move its way into England, so maybe they would think that this would be a perfect spot for them to set up a sell point. I don't know. Also, it's not very flat, but they brought in a digger and moved things around and that sort of thing. I think they would be able to get it to work. Right, let's clean this tree up. Might clean all 4 trees up and put them together. That way we can sort of go through and cut them all at the same time. The right lengths, which will be a much better idea. So yeah, I think I'll have that discussion, I think, with the council. Maybe, depending on what time I decide to finish up work today, I might be able to give them a call this afternoon and try and get down to see someone and see what their plans are, see if they're okay with me putting out the expressions of interest or something with the sale of the land, and maybe they can come back with something like that. And that would be, I think that would be really cool for both, you know, us as farmers, but all the other local farmers and that sort of stuff. You know, that would be really good. And giving us, you know, a second sell point, optional sell point, other than the one that's already here, which has been here forever and is quite bland and boring, to be honest. And it's not the best spot for it, I don't think. Right, let's get these guys together. Can get them together close enough to be right next to each other. That'll be good. Bring our tractor around and line them up. They're all pretty much exactly the same size, not far off being the same size. Right, let's swing around this way. Line up next to it. I'm happy with having a little bit of hangover at the back, but not too much. Maybe about there. So if we start to cut along this line here, all the bigger logs on the bottom, of course, and the smaller ones on the top. Be a lot better. Cool. Right, throw that guy up and on top. Right, that right over the other side, not quite. Let's bring it back a bit more. Strap that one down, that way we know it's not going to go anywhere. Throw these other guys on top. There we go. It's got a bit of a weird hitbox too with this trailer. There's usually something that hangs off the back if you want to upgrade it, so it's really strange where the hitbox actually is. Let's try and get the same lengths all the way around. It's probably a much better way to do it, doing it this way, but I'd like to be able to get a way to get through these trees a lot quicker. I said if we make contact with the local council, maybe they can even lend us one of their machines. That would be pretty cool. I know they have, I don't know if they have like logging style machines, but I know they'll have something. For sure they'll have something that they could allow us to use. That looks pretty good. Strap that down. Try and build it up like a pyramid this time, I think. Make sure that other log doesn't fall off. Yep, there we go, it's good. Another really heavy load. But it's going to be more money for us. I'm excited about the money that we're going to start making. It's really going to help us progress through and, you know, get Mike to his family and get us closer to our goal of getting some pigs and that sort of thing. So is that going to go on there? I don't know if it's going to. Whoop. We strap it on, it might. How's the other side? Yeah, not too bad. I don't like it. Looks like it's hanging off though. Okay, he doesn't want to go up there. Another weird sort of hitbox on top there somewhere. Oh. Don't roll off, just stay still. Thank you. Oops, that didn't work. Wasn't quick enough. Alright, there we go. It's not too bad. We've got maybe one more length to go on top. Hopefully these guys will just disappear when we cut them. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Some of them will. Those guys won't. Might be able to get them on there too, hopefully. Just try and stack them all on top and just see where they end up. Hopefully we don't have any falling off the other side, but we already have one. And two. And three. Ah, come on. It's not like Tetris. This is a little bit harder than Tetris. There we go. Can we get one? I don't think we'll be able to get one right there. That one's still on there. That's good. That one's still on there. What's that? Trailer's moving by itself. Oh no, it's not now. Looked like it was before. That should stay there. Get another one on. No, not like that. Another one on top. Certainly need a better way of doing this. Quicker. Aha, there we go. Wow, another full load. That is another huge amount of wood. Another 4 trees gone. 8 in total. Another 8,000 to go. I don't know how many's there. It's going to be quite an amount. So once again we'll head back to the sawmill. Certainly need a better log trailer. Gonna have to chase them down at the store and see what they can find, because this is just not gonna cut it. The tractor's doing okay, but their trailer's just not quite up to our standard. Well, I wouldn't say up to our standard, but up to our safety standard. Would certainly want something a little bit more safe than this, because this just doesn't seem very safe at all. It's a little bit concerning, to be honest. Alright, so head down and get this done. I think I might have some more time for some more loads today, but I might be able to do that off camera without you guys, you know, hanging around. Try and get some more of this cleared out, get some more money in the bank, and hopefully be able to get a better tractor. Maybe even just look at, not worrying about a tractor for now, but maybe like a truck and trailer. Something like that, just a cheap truck, cheap trailer, just to get us to and from. It's just going to be a matter of trying to get the right length of wood. We need to cut 6 meters or less to fit on certain trailers, so I guess that's one thing we're going to need to sort of look at as well. Depending on which trailer we go with, I suppose. We're clear left, we're clear right. Just try not to tip this thing over. You can see the deformation of those tyres. You can see how much weight is on this thing. Really, really heavy. Right, we'll go and see how much we get for this load. Hopefully another 30 odd thousand will get us up above 60, which is great. Guy behind us is like, what the hell? What is this guy doing? We've got our hazards on, so shouldn't be complaining. Looks like he's getting a bit aggro, accelerating, slowing down. He's probably in there going, what the? Come on! Move, you piece of shit. There you go, sorry mate, off you go. Alright, head on into this sawmill. Let's try and make some more money. It's a weird looking sawmill, but I assume that's where they store their wood chips out the back there. Alright, see if that's the better spot for us to come through and sell. $29,321. Beautiful. Pretty much the same price as before, wasn't it? Alright, so let's have a bit of a look at the sawmill. Obviously we dump our logs off, comes through here, gets cut through here and rolled and turned into what, planks. It's actually a big thick piece of wood. Then they turn them into like planks inside here, which is pretty cool. Obviously not running at the moment, probably just waiting for some more stock to come in, but here's their wood chip sell point, and I think they probably throw it up in there and maybe even dry the wood chips or something. I don't know, I'm not quite sure. Maybe the wet stuff goes up into there and they dry it and then they sell it on after that. I'm not sure what they would be doing there, but radio guys, I think we'll end the episode here. If you guys enjoyed this one, as always, smash that like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about the idea of doing some more forestry stuff to make some more money and help progress us through this Rags2Riches series. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. Big Britto, thanks for watching. See you again soon.